Some Alabama fans just can't be happy. At least when it comes to Jalen Milroe, there's nothing Jalen Milroe can do as a quarterback to satisfy these haters. It is sad. From the time Jalen Milroe was named the starter last season, hate started coming his way. He can't do this and he can't do that. But guess what? Every quarterback has things that they need to work on. Whether they're a first-year quarterback or a third-year quarterback, it's always something that they can get better on. And yes, last year was Jalen Milroe's first year as a starting quarterback in college football. But yet it seemed that he got more hate than any other quarterback in college football, even though he didn't do nothing but showed that he can win. This guy's undefeated as a starter in the SEC, in which supposed to be the toughest conference in all of college football, according to all SEC fans. But a select few Alabama fans is just not happy that this guy wins games. I don't know why. I guess it's the way that he wins. They say he can't go through his progressions. He can't do pre-snap reads. He can't read defenses. His throwing motion is off. He can't throw the short to intermediate pass. According to them, he can't do nothing, but somehow he continues to win games. Okay, coming into this year, you still got the hate. You still got the hate. This past weekend against Western Kentucky, he can't read defenses. He can't go through his progressions. His feet, he's flat-footed. I mean, any and everything to criticize this guy. Any and everything. But he win games. They saying this guy can't read defenses. He can't go through his progressions. He only threw 9 freaking passes. 9 passes. So out of 9 passing attempts, y'all came to the conclusion that he can't read the defense. He can't go through his pre-snap reads. That's what, out of 9 passes, that's what y'all came up with. And guess what? He completed 7 of them. That's a 77.7% completion rate. Almost 80% completion rate. You ain't satisfied with that. 9 passes, 7 completions for 200 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. That's not good enough for you. And on top of that, he ran for 2. But we ain't talking about what he can do with his legs. We talking about what he did do with his eyes and his arm. 7 of 9 for 200 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. But yet, he's not good enough in your eyes. The select few Alabama fans can talk about what all they see wrong with Jalen Milroe as a quarterback, but don't talk about nothing that this guy does right. They give him no credit. Because guess what? A select few are Ty Simpson fans. And they want Ty Simpson as the starter. And like I said, Nick Saban and Coach Kalen DeBoer says Ty Simpson is not good enough to be the starter over Jalen Milroe. But guess what? Those select few fans feel like they know better than Nick Saban and Coach Kalen DeBoer. They see more than Nick Saban and Coach Kalen DeBoer. Nick Saban and Coach Kalen DeBoer was the ones behind the closed doors evaluating the quarterbacks. Now Nick Sheridan is evaluating Jalen Milroe and Ty Simpson. Just like Tommy Reese was doing it last season. And nobody seems to think that Ty Simpson is better than Jalen Milroe except for these select few supposed to be Alabama fans. They the only ones. But like I said, 7 of 9, 200 yards, and 3 touchdowns through the air. While who they think supposed to be the quarterback, Ty Simpson, throw those same 9 passes, complete 5 for 66 yards and 0 touchdowns. But they think they know who the better quarterback is. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Going back to last season, they want to criticize Jalen Milroe and put the Texas loss on Jalen Milroe's shoulder. When Jalen Milroe did, well, yeah, he threw a couple of interceptions, but he also threw a couple of touchdowns that was taken off the board due to penalties. Had somebody else on the offensive side of the ball not had committed penalties, those 2 touchdowns would have stood. Alabama would have won the game. But of course, even then, you would have been complaining that Jalen Milroe wasn't good enough. Jalen Milroe had nothing to do with the penalties that was committed to take 14 points off the board. And we lose by 6. After the loss, going into the South Florida week, select few, they knew what was best and was calling for Tyler Buchner. And Nick Saban gave you Tyler Buchner. And what happened? We all seen that debacle. But y'all thought y'all knew best, calling for Tyler Buchner. Ty Simpson went on in the game and brought us home. But so then y'all thought Ty Simpson was the guy. But guess what? Nick Saban thought different. And he put in the best guy. And that guy brought us an SEC championship and took us to the playoff, even though we lost. And a lot of you put that loss on Jalen Milroe's shoulder. A lot of y'all out of the select few I'm talking about. Everything this guy do, criticize. I have never seen, well, yes, I have. But anyway, a winner get criticized so damn much. LeBron James ain't nothing but a winner. Get criticized more than anybody I know. Jalen Milroe ain't nothing but a winner. A lot of criticism and hate thrown his way by what's supposed to be Alabama fans. I just don't understand it. I know this stat line, 9 of 7 for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns, is better than 5 of 9 for 66 yards and 3 touchdowns. Make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. And I looked at every one of Jalen Milroe's passing plays. Every one of them. The guy went through his damn progressions. You can't throw it when it ain't there. You don't just immediately go to your check down. You go through your progressions. And what was he doing? He was going from left to right. If you can't see that on tape, then you don't know what the hell you looking at. He was going left to right, going through his progressions. If it ain't there, you can't throw it. You don't go to your, immediately go to your check down. The check down, in most instances, is the last resort. Freaking idiots. Freaking idiots. But hey, it is what it is. But I'm telling you, if you part of this group, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you go and back and look at the tape of Jalen Milroe, his play on Saturday night against Western Kentucky, I'm hoping you will see the same thing that I see and the same thing that many others see. Because if you don't, you just got a blind eye to Jalen Milroe. That's all it is. That's all it is. Jalen Milroe is the quarterback. Just deal with it. Support the guy. Crying and complaining and criticizing ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Because guess what? He ain't listening to you. He ain't listening to you. This man going out there on the field doing what he do and winning damn games. That's what he doing. That's what he doing. And I guarantee you, you see the guy on the streets or anywhere, you won't say a damn thing, but can I get your autograph? That's what you will say. Can you sign my football? That's what you will say. You wouldn't say none of the shit that you say on social media to your buddies or whoever you saying it to. You wouldn't say a damn thing. But can you sign my football? That's what you will do. Let this man be great. Let this man do what he do without your damn criticism. If you're an Alabama fan, support the Alabama players. It is what it is. So I just thought I'd get that out. If you're an Alabama, you call yourself an Alabama fan, support each and every one of the damn players. Yeah, it's okay to call them out when they doing something bad. But Jalen Milroe done progressed from last year to what we seen this past Saturday against Western Kentucky. Even though it was a small sample size of how much progress we seen him make. Because he only threw 9 freaking passes. You go from he can't read the defense, he ain't going through his progressions, and then was telling him how to prove you wrong on that. You will go to his throwing motion. You will go to how he got his freaking feet set. The guy, he just can't get right to y'all when he's doing everything correctly. So, hey, it is what it is, like I said. Some people just can't be satisfied. They got it stuck in their damn mind that they gonna hate on Milroe and can't nobody change their damn mind. So, Milroe, if you ever see this, continue to be great and continue to do what you do. Improve the naysayers wrong. Roll damn Tide.